Hello artists, you guys should have already looked at our PowerPoint presentation and looked at a little bit of Alma Thomas's artwork. So today we're going to make some art inspired by her. If you guys noticed, all of her art had these little pieces of paper. So what we're going to do today is create our own little hearts out of paper. So what you're going to need is one big piece of colored paper, and then you can use 2 half sheets of colored paper if you have it. You do want the paper to be different colors. So you also need a glue stick, a pencil. You can use scissors or you can rip your paper. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do first. So the first thing we're going to do is write our names at the bottom of our big paper. So I'm going to write Miss Johnson here. And then I'm going to draw a heart in the middle of my paper, but I don't want it to be too big. So I want you guys to watch me first. And you have this shape. I do halves to make it easier for me. And then back around. So I have one heart. Now I'm going to do a second heart, but I'm going to do it on top of this one, and it needs to be a little bit bigger. I want you guys to watch first. If you think you want to do 3, you can, but let's start with 2 for now and see how long this takes us, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces of paper and make small little squares. Now you can do this 2 ways. We're going to move this over just a little bit. Now, I can rip this, because if you notice, Alma Thomas' work kind of had like a torn paper look. So I can rip this down, then rip it into small squares like this. Keep going. Or I use scissors and cut it. It's just a little bit faster with the scissors, right? And just cut on down. Make little pieces. So I like the torn paper a little bit better. So I'm gonna rip mine, okay? So I'm gonna move my scissors away. And I'm going to rip my paper. So I'm gonna just gonna make pieces like this. And then I'm gonna stack it all together. And then I'm gonna rip it like this. And I'm just gonna rip on down. You see how that becomes kind of faster, right? Much faster. So I'm gonna rip it. And then I'm gonna make 2 piles of my different colors. And you can just kind of space it out so you can see which colors is which. So, we'll see. So I have my torn pieces of paper here, and then I have my heart here. So what I'm gonna do is I want the inside to be pink. So I'm going to take my glue stick very carefully. I'm not gonna roll it all the way out. This is a no-no. So we're gonna roll it just a little bit. You don't need that much. And I'm only gonna do half of my heart with the glue, because I don't want my glue to dry up before I have a chance to put the paper on it. So I'm gonna take my pink and I'm just gonna stick it right there on the glue. And I'm gonna try to make it feel, can't put the red one there. We're only doing pink. You guys can do whatever color you want. If your heart is yellow, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna fill it up. So some of the paper might need a little bit more glue, and that's totally fine. But you're just gonna dab it and then press this down. Okay? And I'm gonna keep going until I fill my heart. You guys should be doing this too. If you need to, you can always pause it if I'm going too fast. And then you can always press your paper on top of each other. It doesn't have to perfectly fit. You can stack it. If it comes up a little bit, just put a little bit more glue and press it down. Alright. So we got our pink done. So now we're gonna fill this part with red. This is easy, right? Do you guys want to add another? I think we have time to. So I'm gonna draw one more. I'm gonna draw one more inside of here. And I'm gonna fill this part in red. Only red. What colors are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna do a different color? If you don't have colored paper, you only have white, a good thing to do is you can like color your white paper with your marker, right? Like little strips with your marker and then cut those strips out. That'll be a different look, but that could work. Or if you have paint, you could paint on it. Or you can just draw one with colored pencil. But Alma Thomas used little pieces of paper. So we want to try to use the paper if we can. You have to color it in. That works too. I'm going to go all the way around here. Remember, on each piece of your heart, you want to leave it that one color. Okay. So we're going to fill this all in. Stick it with something difficult. And then I'm going to use some of those small pieces to fill this little small spaces. And press it down a little bit. Press it down. And press it on down. You guys see this little green area here? You can fill that in too. It's looking really good. How is yours looking? If you don't have more construction paper, you do not have to do this next color, but I have a little bit more time, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I think I can do it. Can you guys do it? What do you think? All right. So we got that all down. You wanna make sure everything is, you see? None of my paper is falling off because I have it nice and glued on here. So you want to be very careful and very sure that you glued it down really well. But you don't have to go crazy with the amount of glue that you have. So because I want to do more, I need to rip up another piece of paper. because I did this already. So I'm going to use yellow, which is my favorite color. So I'm just going to, remember how we ripped it into strips? Isn't it fun to rip paper? And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to shuffle it, and then I'm going to make little pieces. And when you do it together like this, it shortens the time. And as we know, our pieces don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the same size. I'm gonna rip all this back. Alright, so I have my pile of yellow. So I'm gonna take my glue stick. I'm gonna go all the way around at the side. And I'm gonna stick my paper all the way around. So if you guys have more time, what would you add more colors? What if you made a rainbow? That would be cool. Stick it. What do we think? Add one more over here. I'm just gonna try to make these like edges neat. I almost have it all down. So, what do we think? So I think I want to cut some parts. And that's okay if you want. If you have scissors, you can always come in and clean it up. There's no rules about that. I'm going to come in and cut some of these sections. I think they're too big. I want it to fit my part more. So if you guys have any pieces like that and you have some scissors, you can fix yours too. And then you can fold your paper, cut it a little bit. But be careful not to cut your actual paper. Because I have a little extra time. That's all. Okay. We want a little bit more of a that you can make art from ripped paper? Is there anything else you would make? We made a heart because it's Valentine's Day, right? From Sunday. Are you gonna give this to someone as a Valentine's Day present? That would be nice, right? You can use this space right here to write a message, right? You want to give it a try. You can write happy, that's H, A, P, P, Y, Valentine's. This word is pretty long, okay? So it's a capital V, A, L, E, N, T, I, N, E, S. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna squeeze the day down here. I'm gonna write this a little bit bigger. Capital D, A, Y. Exclamation mark with a little heart at the bottom, because why not? And then I would just color that in. But you guys don't have to do that part, but I do want to see your ripped paper heart. So remember that you guys have to take a picture of this. You take a picture using your camera. You guys don't have to do a video. Just show me a picture of your art, upload it and submit it onto Schoology. And I cannot wait to see what you guys made. I want you guys to try to keep your things nice and neat. I want you to look on the floor and see if there's any paper on the floor. I want you to pick it up, make one big pile, and wait for your teacher to give you further instructions in cleaning up. But there should be no pieces anywhere. So lift your paper up. No pieces should be falling off of your paper. We want to move all our paper into our extra paper into one pile, and your teacher will help you as far as cleaning. Look on the floor, nothing on the floor. Our glue sticks, we want to move them back down. You don't want to leave them up and open at the top because they get stuck on the cap and then they are ruined. So we want to make sure we leave our area nice and clean. If you get glue on your hands, one trick you can do is use one of your fingers to rub it off. But I'm sure your teacher has some sort of hand sanitizer to clean your hands. And that is all. Here's a couple more that I made that I don't like that much. But I made these two, and you guys see this one is a little bit more. I didn't finish over here, but you see this one is a little bit more like a rainbow. So what color would I add back here? All right, so that's all we have for today. Make sure you guys look at your PowerPoint. Make sure you still do your exit ticket. Answer your questions so I know that you were here today. And I can't wait to see what you guys make, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.